That's an
Nora
one.
in Sandy, Oregon. Hey, Nora, what's on your mind?
Hey, I'm here. I'm surrounded by Integritechs. So, Thom, I just wanted to find out what you think about people discussing. It's always Trump, right? All we talk about is Trump, Trump, Trump. We got to call him something else. I'm just trying to find out, why are we talking about where the emails came from and not the content? I don't understand.
Yeah, this is a point I brought up day before yesterday that we,
okay, I wasn't there.
But I think that the content has been discussed at some considerable length, and as you know, well, Harry Reid. This is what Harry Reid said yesterday, and this is from the Huffington Post. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, she's always been good to me. I like her just fine. I know she's tried hard, but as some people probably know, I thought Bernie deserved somebody who was not critical toward him. I knew, everybody knew, that this was not a fair deal. So I'm sorry she had to resign, but it was the right thing to do. She should have done it sooner. Bernie really had a movement out there, and it really wasn't right to treat him that way. That's Harry Reid, the Senate Majority Leader, or the Senate Minority Leader.
But nobody did anything, so he knew, so he's complicit. You know, we never heard a word when we had all this kind of different variations of election fraud all over the country in almost every state. I'm just saying nobody from the Democratic side said, hey, let's investigate what's going on.
Well, actually, there were a lot of people saying that. It did not break through into the corporate media, Nora.
Obama did not stand up against the election fraud, and so we have what we have. We have an unelectable person. Welcome. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Well, in 4 years, we'll unelect her. That's about it, if we're lucky to get her elected.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they would pick somebody that has such falling numbers.
Well, I think that they're, and Nora, thank you for your call. I think that they're, you know, first of all, that's the Democratic Party. Secondly, the voters, that's us. And you can argue, actually you can point out that there were clear and you know, Election Integrity USA has, or Election Justice USA has just put together a detailed report on this, that there were clear violations of campaign laws and some really, really, really sketchy things going on in a number of the states. I mean, California, they're still counting votes. But all that said, it's over. You know, Bernie Sanders is the first to tell you, not me, Bernie Sanders was the first to tell you, it's over. And now we're going to move on. He's got a new website. It's called ourrevolution.com. And, you know, if you want to be part of the movement or be part of any other movement. But the important thing right now, because Hillary Clinton is the nominee, whether you're happy with the process that got her there or not, she is the nominee. And you know, going forward, you've got a choice. You've got a very, very, you know, binary choice between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. And I, you know, I think Amy Nanetto wrote, you know, just this brilliant piece. It's over at Democratic Underground right now. I think this is a repost of a tweet, but I could be wrong. Or maybe from a Facebook page. It says a protest vote for Jill Stein will not save 11 million undocumented immigrants from getting deported. A protest vote for Jill Stein will not preserve a woman's right to choose what she does with her body. A protest vote for Jill Stein will not keep 3 more Scalias from sitting on the Supreme Court for the next 20 to 30 years, the next generation. Let that sink in. I'm not much of a fan of Hillary either, but Trump is a national emergency. Sometimes you don't get to choose who you get in the lifeboat with. You just want someone who can row. Well, I think as, you know, as the evening unfolds, and I'm looking forward to tonight, I think, you know, we're all going to find that Hillary Clinton, I mean, what most people know about Hillary Clinton, and frankly, I think that this is true of most Democrats too, has come to us, via right-wing means, via Drudge Report, via the Republican Party, via, you know, people like Dinesh D'Souza with these, and Jerome Corsi, who also wrote Swift Boat Veterans for Truth. These evil narratives that are put together by the Republican Party and Republicans. And by the way, it's not just the next 3 Supreme Court justices, it's the next 4, because the Republicans are preventing President Obama from replacing Justice Scalia. And, you know, in 1971, since 1971, this is a piece that It's published over at Alternet. It was written by, it doesn't say the name of who wrote it here. Okay, so anyhow, it's a piece published over at Alternet. The title is, "The Next President Will Likely Appoint 4 Supreme Court Justices. Which president do you want picking them?" And whoever wrote this says, since 1971, the average age of retirement for a Supreme Court justice has been just under 79 years old. Ginsburg is 83. Kennedy is 80. Breyer will be 78 next month. So those three people, Ginsburg will be 87 years old in 4 years. Kennedy will be 84 years old. Breyer will be 82 years old. And the average age of retirement for the Supreme Court is just a little under 79 years old. So in all probability, the next president is going to pick 4 Supreme Court justices. This is like one of those very, very consequential turns. Essentially, Ronald Reagan did the same thing during the 8 years he was in office. I believe he picked 4 justices. And do you want Donald Trump picking those people? I mean, and frankly, I trust Hillary Clinton to pick good progressives for the Supreme Court. There's an enormous amount of public pressure, and I think that deep down inside, there's a lot. I think she's the more progressive of the couple, frankly. But anyhow, in this article, whoever wrote it points out, in the last decade, the justices have made it much harder to challenge wealth and power, to nurture the weak and assist the poor, to extend social justice to minorities, to reduce violence, to stop discrimination, to defend the right to vote. They overturned a corporate campaign spending ban. This is the Tillman Act, put in place by Teddy Roosevelt in 1909. In 2008, they overturned 150 years of laws and policies that had steadily expanded who can vote in this country when they upheld an Indiana law, Mike Pence, requiring a photo ID. I don't know that Mike Pence was the governor when that was passed, but that's his state. He represented the state. The state had offered no examples of voter fraud that would have been prevented with voter ID. And still, the Supreme Court said, oh, yeah, voter ID, that's fine with us. And since that decision, 23 states now have gone into full tilt boogie voter suppression mode. They struck down the Voting Rights Act of 1965 in 2013 by a 5-4 decision. They overturned a California law prohibiting arbitration clauses that ban class action suits. So most of us who click sign these contracts, whether it's for our phone service, our TV service, the thing you're buying on the internet, your new job, whatever it may be, you're signing a contract that says that you're waiving your 6th, 7th, 8th Amendment rights, whichever one it is, to a trial by jury. I think it's the 7th Amendment. Is that right, Shane? Yes, thank you. It's the 7th Amendment. And, it's like the Supreme Court overturned the 7th Amendment. It's insane. Gun control. I mean, just this is no time to be sitting around going, yeah, I'm really upset. We'll be back.
You're listening to Thom Hartmann. Visit ThomHartmann.com for audio and video archives.
And I was imitating myself then, not any of my callers. We'll be back. It's 15 minutes.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.